YouTube, what's good? Back again with another Vlogmas episode. It's me, MB, and for the last couple weeks we talk about base mileage, those speed sessions. We discussed like some race types from like 5K all the way up to marathon, but still staying that spirit of like the racing. Let's talk about tapering. And also, apologies for the delay on this vlog. I think next year I'm gonna try to do like business days, like Monday through Friday for Vlogmas. It's actually very, very tough to get out episodes on the weekend because those are typically the days where I'm doing like pretty much everything. So, like, especially Fridays, I could not do anything on Friday, but that's a whole different story. So whether you're training for your first 5K or running around the block without stopping, mastering these fundamental terms is the secret sauce. So don't skip it. What is a taper? No, I'm not talking about the haircut. Yes, my haircut is kind of crispy right now. So the taper is a scheduled phase before a major race. So think half marathon, full marathon, where you significantly reduce your training volume. This allows your body to heal, recover, and store some energy. So, to make it simple, the purpose of a taper is it. So, basically, in the last couple weeks prior to a race, you're not going to gain any more fitness. So the taper is basically to allow the fitness that you have built up to actually sink in. So the taper allows those micro tears of your muscles to heal, to let your muscle, those glycogen to store up, as well as just reduce that cumulative fatigue. So, what is the length of a taper? So, how long do you taper? For a half marathon, you're looking at roughly 10 to 14 days prior to a race. For a full marathon, it's normally about 3 weeks before your race. And this is when you drop your training volume from, let's say, about 75%, 50%, then 25% of your peak weekly mileage. Like during that marathon vlog, we discussed how your peak week doing a full marathon may be 20, 22 miles. So think about this breaking. You know how when we're building up, it's like step by step by step. When it's time to taper, it's bringing it down that same step by step by step. When I did the Charlotte half marathon on last month, my peak was about 15 miles, I believe. And then after that, I had like a 12 mile, like I had a 10 mile. Then it pretty much just went down until the final week, which is race week. Critically, you cut back on volume. The intensity of your training does not go away either. So those tempo runs, those speed runs, you're still going to be working on those. You don't want to like rest too much and your legs aren't as snappy as I was doing peak week or when you're having those tough interval and tempo runs. You want your legs to remember it can move fast. So the tough part when it comes to tapering, your body is a machine. You're peaking your body. It at that point of your training, it is how am I say, it's hungry for the miles. So when you suddenly cut back on that running, Like some runners, they always have a weird, strange feeling. Like you might not think you're not running enough. You might get like phantom pains, anxiety that you haven't ran enough. I haven't really, personally, I haven't really felt that way. Maybe at the beginning of my training, I had a lot of like weird stuff, but at the end, I'm normally like, I'm feeling pretty good. Especially when I'm locked in. I think I did have like before the Governor's Cup, so my second half marathon, I had a longer one I couldn't even like complete. So in my head, I'm like, I can't run no half marathon. Like I can't even finish a 9 mile run. But I don't think that was during my taper period. I think that was like honestly I can't remember. It was so much earlier in the year. I might need to start like writing down like notes after like each race to say or each I guess training. I told myself I was going to do that come next year. Have like a little log of like if I can write down like how I was every week of training. So we'll get back to that. Let's stick to the topic. See, this when you get to that place where mind over matter. Trust your training. The feelings that this weird, strange feeling you may get, like during the taper period, they're normal. The aches are just your body let you know that it's healing. And that anxiety feeling is those endorphins, well, sudden reduction of endorphins. Excuse me. So it's not that time to squeeze in another 20-mile run or whatever your long run is. So trust in your training, trust in your taper. I will say it's easier to taper when you have friends. So my taper period came, I want to say it came almost around the time my friends who did Marine Corps Marathon started their taper. So we was pretty much in it together. And I think this having other people who are training for their own races in like a similar time frame, it kind of help you realize like, all right, everyone got going through their training. We going through the same thing. Some people's distance may be longer than yours. Yours may be shorter than theirs, vice versa. But just keep telling each other, trust your training, trust the taper. Honestly, we probably need to talk about taper a lot more, just in general. Just let people know, hey, I'm tapering. Because there was times they're like, oh, how many miles you got this long week? I'm like, I got 8. I'm not going anymore. Nope. Not going no less, no more. Ooh, sorry, I hit my camera. The do's and don'ts of tapering. There's a few rules we need to follow, all right? So prioritize sleep, prioritize hydration. Focus on complex carbohydrates. So that's like your fuel storage, all right? Don't. We talk about this in other episodes or other vlogs. Don't try any new foods. No new shoes. Don't start cross training something you haven't been doing during your current training. Like keep all those variables the same. All right. Taper is as much as a mental preparation phase as a physical one. So you want your body to become a tight coil, like you is ready to spring into action on race day. Oh, taper period. It's not easy, but it's essential. And you want to enjoy the extra time for sleeping. Cause trust me, some of those runs, when you start doing these half marathons, full marathons, like your shortest run be like 6+ miles some days. And you like me who got a 9 to 5, that sleep you missing out on. And you want all the sleep you can get before you can recover. I'm just saying. But let's go ahead and end this. Like my battery is actually about to die on my Osmo. So yeah, it's one of those days. But for those who've done half marathon training, full marathon training, how do y'all feel doing y'all taper? Like me, like I said, I don't remember feeling any type of way, but how about y'all? All right, let me just wrap this up. Tomorrow, day 12. God, dog, day 12. These days are flying. Granted, it's the 14th. So we gotta catch up somehow. But next one is time on feet. Personally, this is one I can't wait to go through because there's so many people like myself who don't understand time on feet. And it's so freaking important. If you know, you know. All right. Talk to y'all later. Make sure you have a blessed Sunday and a great start to y'all week tomorrow. Deuces.